Hi, it's Bob from HeCooksForMe.com. Welcome to my kitchen. Tonight I'm putting together a side dish that's Brussels sprouts and chorizo in a sweet chili glaze. For our Brussels sprouts tonight, I like to get about 7 Brussels sprouts per person. So this is a dish for 4. So I have 27 Brussels sprouts. I'm really close. I have 2 links of a Basque chorizo. I like the flavors in the Basque chorizo a lot, so we use that one when we can get it. And here in Boise we have a large Basque community, so we can usually find those. And then the My Ploy sweet chili sauce is our favorite on chili sauces. With this we'll also use some olive oil to glaze these in. To get your Brussels sprouts ready, you just slice off the bottom a little bit, and then you peel off the outer leaves. Those leaves are a little bit bitter and can be not as soft as well. And then you just cut your Brussels sprout in half once, and we'll cook them just like that. The chorizo we're just going to dice up into small pieces, so you can tell there's a bite on your fork, but it's not going to be mostly chorizo. It'll be mostly Brussels sprouts. I got the Brussels sprouts and the chorizo cut up. The Brussels sprouts just cut in half. You can see that they're a lot lighter color once you take off those outside leaves. And I think that's just they get exposed to the weather, and so they become a harder, more protective shell. The chorizo I just cut into slices about that thick, and then I cut them in quarters. So this is, each one of these is a quarter of that slice, and that'll be the perfect size for the bites that we're looking for. I'm using a pretty good sized chef's pan to cook the Brussels sprouts. I've put 2 tablespoons of oil down there in the bottom, and I'm letting it heat up so that when I put the Brussels sprouts in, they'll all be able to sit in that oil. They won't be too thick of layered, so that they can all caramelize in that oil as they cook. I've got it over probably a medium-high heat, and that's been going for a little bit, so it should be pretty warm. So I'll just dump all these Brussels sprouts in there. You can see how they all almost sit in the bottom of the pan. And then I will just use a spatula to keep stirring them over and over. And you want to caramelize these. It's probably going to take a good 12-15 minutes to really get them to soften up and have that golden caramelized flavor and color around the outside of them. So it's been just a little over 10 minutes. Our Brussels sprouts are getting nicely caramelized. The brown's coming out of them. And so I put that chorizo down in there to let it start cooking through. This was a pre-cooked chorizo, so I don't have to worry about it getting cooked. I just need it to warm through. And it does put some more oil down in the pan as well to help out with the Brussels sprouts coming through. Here in just a couple more minutes, I'll put that sweet chili sauce over the top, about a half a cup of it, and cook it in for just a little bit, and we'll be ready to eat. So I just tested the Brussels sprouts, and they're getting soft. They still have a little crunch to them, which is exactly what you want. So I put that half a cup of the sweet chili sauce over the top. I turned the heat way down. I'm only on a 2 right now, because now you want the sugar in that chili sauce will burn really fast if you cook it too high. And so what you want is to just have that coat over the top of these and really stick to them. So you're wanting it to evaporate out, cook down a little bit, and it'll really stick to all of this. And then we'll pull it off the heat and we'll be ready to serve. I did end up turning the heat up just a little bit, maybe to a 4, so that we can get just a little bit of simmer in that sauce and let it evaporate out and thicken up so it sticks really good. This is what we want to see with it. The Brussels sprouts are nice and tender. That sweet from the chili sauce will help out with the bitter from the Brussels sprouts, and the chorizo just gives it a nice kick. This will be a great side dish. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, and consider hitting that red subscribe button. It really helps if you can share my videos with friends and family that might be interested, or watch some of the other videos on my channel. I hope this dish, or one of my other featured dishes, finds its way into your kitchen soon.